Okay, so today we will learn about the literature review on behavioral economics. So I am requesting Farah to share the literature review table.
Sure, sir. Sir, Soma just texted me that she will join late, sir. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Sir, can you please make me host?
Yeah.
So this is the table.
Okay, very good. And when you want to do the literature review, you may follow different types of literature review. Specifically in behavioral economics, people are using narrative literature review. And another literature review, that is the systematic literature review or SLR model. So before starting the literature review, it is most important part to design the literature review table. In the literature review table, you have to follow this format. Here you can find out first one, author with year, author or authors with year. That means when the paper was published. Next is the paper title. Next, publication source. Publication source means if it is a journal, then you have to write down the journal reference. If it is a book, you have to write the book reference. And sometimes you will find the DOI. DOI reference for the book or journal. If it is available, then you have to write down this DOI reference. For each research, there is background. So please you add it. That is, what is the background for your research? Here, your means basically the author's point of view. So you have some idea that is why author conducted this study. Next is the objective. That means what author want to examine through this study. In behavioral economics, sometimes you will find out the case study, and sometimes you will find out the survey research. If it is survey research, then you have to write down the sample or participants and their characteristics. Next is the procedure of data collection. Next, analysis. Next, findings. So what is the observation out of the analysis? Next will be limitations and future research. After that, your own comment. So these are the important columns when you will design the literature review table. And this will provide you knowledge about the classification of the studies based on different perspectives. So this is the sample of for literature review. For example, this is about the bounded rationality. So authored with the year it is written. Next is paper title. Then the publication source. After that, you have seen the reference point, DOI. Next is the background. For example, here you have to relate the background with the title. Title is the bounded rational expectation, how it can affect the effectiveness of monetary rules in the open economy. The background is the expectations of economic agents play a significant role in the effectiveness of monetary policies. Understanding the degree of bounded rationality and its impact on monetary rules is essential for policymakers. And this background helps you, or the researcher, to determine the objective. Here the objective is to empirically assess bounded rationality in a small open economy model and compare it with the conventional rational expectations model. Next is the sample of participants, that is economic agents in a small open economy model of the UK. Specific details not mentioned because you are collecting the data or collecting this study from the abstract. In the abstract, specific details not mentioned, therefore you cannot write down. So you can write down this thing only. Procedure of data collection, empirical investigation using economic data from the UK model. And specific methods not mentioned. Analysis, comparison of bounded rationality and rational expectations frameworks to evaluate model effectiveness in explaining real exchange rate dynamics and response to shocks. So this is the analysis. Here you can find out the comparison of bounded rationality and rational expectation, because that is your objective. Findings. The bounded rationality model explains hump-shaped dynamics of real exchange rates after monetary shocks better than the rational expectations model. Exchange rate channel in the bounded rationality model amplifies the effects of foreign markup shocks. Another one is policymakers need to send stronger signals to combat inflation while leveraging the forward guided channel. So these are the three major findings. Limitations and future research. Details on limitations are not provided in the abstract, but future research could focus on refining the bounded rationality framework and exploring its implications in different economic contexts. Next is steps for literature review. Visit ScienceDirect.com, search for keywords such as behavioral economic theories, bounded rationality, loss aversion, etc. Identify relevant articles, focus on peer-reviewed journal article, note publication source, author names, year, and DOI. Number 3 is the extract key details, background, objective, methodology, findings, and implications. So these are the preliminary work for the literature review. Assignment task, search for at least 5 articles on behavioral economics theories on ScienceDirect.com. Fill the details in the table format provided. Write a narrative literature review based on your findings. So this is the assignment task for you. Next.
Sir, that's it, sir.
So now you have understood how to do this literature review. Now I am requesting Farah how to apply AI, how we can use the AI for the literature review. Because I have given you the format, and based upon that format, you have to assign AI that this is my format and this is my abstract with the references, everything I am giving you. So please you give me the, please you design the literature review table.
Yes, sir.
Now
So,
here is the approach. Please you follow.
okay. So students, first you have to go to the ScienceDirect.com. Here you can see the search engine. So you write down whatever you want to search, like you want to do this for economic theory. So one of the theory is suppose prospect theory. Now you search articles or papers for this. So suppose you want to take this one. So in this you can see these are the authors' names. This is the title of the paper. This is the publication source, and this is the reference ID. Now we have to do the other things based upon this abstract by using AI. So first we will see the format. This is the format. You, you write down here. This is my format for literature review. But this is your format, and now this is your abstract. So you take this abstract from here. First, you take the title, everything. DOI. From here, you take this thing, everything. Now, write down here. And this is my abstract. Now, please, one second. Now, please write this abstract in the given table form. And you can see in a second that your AI is just ready with with the information. So that's how you can use your AI in uh, for the literature review task. Okay, Mona Lisa, is that clear? Hello, Mona Lisa, are you there? Can you please unmute yourself? Okay, I think she's on mute. Okay, so it's just about the instruction. You have to give your format. This is my format for literature review. Paste your format and then you paste your abstract. And this is my abstract in and this is my abstract. Paste everything here and then just write down. Now please write this abstract in the given table format. Mona Lisa, is that clear now? Oh, sorry. So this is how you have to do your this short term project. You have to see some of the papers on sciencedirect.com, or you can you have to do literature review on the theories of behavioral economics. You can choose any theory, you can choose all the theories. Only 5 papers you have to collect from sciencedirect.com. You can use AI, and but we want this thing in this given format only. Sir, I am done, sir.
Okay, so this is the approach. Why we have followed this approach? The reasons are the plethora of knowledge is there, but our time is short. Therefore, and also another important part is the table format you have to follow. So when you have the table, literature review table, after that you will be able to write the narrative literature review. Therefore, another important issue that is not mentioned, that is what is your research question. Suppose your research question is the application of prospect theory. If it is that, then you can go for this ScienceDirect.com and there you can write down. That is prospect theory and its application. If you write this type of question to ScienceDirect, then ScienceDirect will provide you this type of research to you. And now you can see that is how many results are there. It's a huge. Therefore, you have to limit as per your knowledge. For example, prospect theory and its application. And there are different types of researches. Different areas are there. So Possibly you are interested for the application of prospect theory in health. Then you can write down prospect theory in health and its application in health. Then you will get relatively less number of research studies. Again, there are different areas of health, and if you want to reduce, then again you can think about the maybe the public health, prospect theories and its application in public health. Enter. Now you will get less number of results. So in this manner, you can slowly design your research area to the specific objective. Therefore, you can control the noise factor. For example, if you use the prospect theory and its application in health, at that time you will get more number of research studies. But when you have mentioned the public health, then those noise factor you are able to control. Therefore, it is better to reduce to fix your topic. And here you can find out that there are different article types are there. Some are book chapters, some encyclopedia, some research articles, some review articles. So Farah, you just click encyclopedia.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is okay. I click on review articles. Here you can see the type.
So these are all the review articles. So if you click the I think encyclopedia is better,
Okay.
not review articles. You just select only encyclopedia.
Yes, sir.
So why I have said the encyclopedia is better? Because if you select the encyclopedia, you have some clear idea about the topic. After that, you go for the review article and the other article types. So this is the technique you can follow for the research. Now, if you have any question, then you ask. Okshita, do you want to add something?
No, sir. I just have one question.
Hmm.
Sir, there are websites of generating paper like the MIT students and the Stanford students created it for computer
Hmm.
science and mathematics and other papers. The MathGen, SciGen, some of these websites. So, how can we identify the paper that we have received is an authentic one, because these have been available to students before the advancement of AI. So apart from the Turton and Wilbot and other softwares, is there any way in which we can understand that these are not generated papers, rather it's an author's work? So this has been like, I'm trying to figure out this question.
Hmm. It's a very valid question. Now, for that reason, two things are important.
ইনকাম ট্যাক্সের এমনি বসে আছেন তো এনারা তো আগে তিনি আজকে ফোন করেছেন প্যান কার্ডটা কবে দেবেন করতে, ওটা কবে পাবেন। আমি আর কি বলবো, মানে সংলাপ দেবে ফেলেছে কার্ড। এবার তখন বলবো যে ওখানে ভোটার কার্ডও হচ্ছিল, ওরা বলছিল একসাথে হলে আপনার খরচটা একবারে হয়ে যাবে। কি বলবো আর।
So what Okshita has suggested, this is a very useful thing. There are two suggestions. Number one, that is when you go through the review article, there you will find different references. Accordingly, you can select those journals, those books, etc. And number two is using the Google search engine instead of directly ScienceDirect, and there you will find out several search engines. And specifically related to the behavioral economics, you will get the idea that